I wanted to do an unboxing of the Penitent Engines. I will be following this with a painting tutorial on the same models as well. I'm really excited about these models, partly because they look amazing. There's a lot of detail if you're looking just at the box art. With the latest Warhammer community posts about the sisters' mech suits, it's likely that these are going to get phased out in replacement of those, so definitely want to get hold of them and bring them into my army. So let's take the cellophane off. And I think even before starting, just looking at these, you've got the detail that's in these. I think I'll probably definitely be doing a bit of sub-assembly by painting the figure separate from the main unit. So I'll probably build the whole unit and paint that and then add the figure in afterwards. So we'll see what it looks like in the sprues. So you've got 2 big sprues, 2 small sprues, bases. You can actually choose, there's some options on there which I didn't realise. You can choose different options. You can either have one that looks like a tomb, one where the whole body's strapped in, or where the seat just seems to be like chained into place and you can see the screaming faces. I really like the chained into place with screaming faces element, so I'll probably build them like that. So interestingly, it does talk about building the body first, and then there are different types of engines. So Penitent Engine, and one's called a mortifier, so I need to look into that. Yeah, I think you can probably build the arms and then attach the person later, and the person's kind of built into the surrounding unit, so you probably build all that and paint it all in one go. Here's the first sprue, looks like weapon material, and there's the enclosure here. What's amazing again, as with all the sisters, I think you'll find just some really good detail on the bit where the person's going to be. So 2 of them, they look identical. There are 2 identical units. And then these are probably the modifying sprues. Yep, identical as well. So you can see there you've got like the coffin, or the tomb. You've got the figure that's sort of strapped in. It's got all these injectors down the side here which are going to be pumping maddening drugs into his system so he can fight. So look, that figure can definitely be built. I think if you're building the one which has chains, then that's in multi-parts. You've got the body there, and you've got the legs here and here. But still, I think that's a much easier model to paint in terms of the skin and the clothes. So I'll definitely do that separately. The build is complete and I really like these models. I think the design and the detail on them is excellent. I think when you're building it, the way things fit together is pretty cool, so you don't actually have to do all the gluing, so the arms just push on, so you can actually quite easily paint them separately. I mean, you can do a multi-build if you wanted to put the flamers or the chainsaws instead. I built them with the bolt guns and the flails because that's probably the best combination of the build. Actually, in the game, probably mortifiers are a better unit rather than Penitent Engines because of their move, the fact they've got bolters, so they're going to be able to do some damage, and because they've got the Adepta Sororitas keyword. The other cool thing about this is that the centre piece with the person can be built and slotted in quite easily. So I've done all the builds, and they just kind of clip in. So there's a few different options, and there's one with the sarcophagus. The sarcophagus will fall off, but the other builds, if you push them, they do seem relatively sturdy. It's excellent because they can all be painted separately. You can swap them out, I go through different options to whether I prefer the one that I put in there or this one. I definitely don't like the sarcophagus over the top. I think you're just missing out on a lot of cool detail. And like I said, I'm probably going to build them as mortifiers. And these will appear in my Adepta Sororitas battle reports, which will be on the channel very soon. So please check them out. Thank you.